All right. You see that? Maybe. No, I can't see it at all. So like, so these seven scenesters are at an after party, and they're all drinking and smoking weed, having a good time, and then all of a sudden they start talking about weird stuff like, I guess, how do the two miniature Oriental or Asian or uh, Far Eastern beings, female beings. I guess they're fairy chicks or pixie chicks. How do they communicate with Mothra exactly? And it's revealed by my character, who understands the universe of schizophrenia, that these two young women are schizophrenic, and they're connected to the spirit world. And so, like, what happens is they sing their weird little song, and they're quite a sensation. They're about 6 inches tall, and what happens is it's the most amazing, interesting thing in the universe. So like what happens is that the entire universe, Earth plus the entire spirit world that exists, tunes into this, and they're paying attention to these two schizophrenic chicks, and since they're so popular and they're commanding the attention of the entire universe, they're able to utilize that audience to summon Mothra, and since Mothra is also connected to the spirit world, and they're able to summon Mothra with their immense popularity, and Mothra comes and destroys the town, or saves it from Godzilla, or I guess lays eggs or something, and let's see, right. So like, so the female characters at this party are a little incredulous. They're like, so they're able to summon Mothra because they're so popular, and my character's like, yes, also because they're schizophrenic, or also because they know how to use the Force, and they're like, the Force, like what, like Star Wars? And he's like, yes, exactly. Luke Skywalker is schizophrenic. He hears voices. He sees, he hallucinates, he's like, Ben, is that you? I'm seeing your vision, oh, Luke, check me out, get out of here, Obi-Wan's trying to, like, prevent, like, pixies and, like, Leprechaun from appearing in Luke Skywalker's hallucinations. He's like, yes, Luke, go to Dagobah and, see Yoda, I gotta go, right? And, my character has this controversial take on Obi-Wan Kenobi's character, in that he believes, I believe, that Obi-Wan Kenobi is trying to take over Luke's body, very much like Dracula is trying to take over Jonathan Harker's body. He tells Luke about the Force, but he's very nebulous about what it is. He says that it's an energy field created by all living matter in the universe, and he says it surrounds us and binds the galaxy together. But he doesn't really get into the fact that it's spirits, even though Obi-Wan knows it's all about spirits, considering that when Alderaan blows up, Obi-Wan feels it, right? And so, like, so Luke thinks he's, like, manipulating some sort of energy field, whereas Obi-Wan is communicating with the spirit world to do stuff. And my character states an example where Obi-Wan uses his Jedi mind trick, and yeah, they're weird little guys trying to interject, thinking that they have some sort of, like, something going on, but little do they realize that it's all just, like, some sort of, like, propaganda machine that's going on. You see, like, there are people in the spirit world who are trying to thwart my efforts, or just, like, annoy the shit out of me, and so what's happening is I'm able to house them all in my environment, and I'm able to monitor them very, very efficiently, and I'm also able to illustrate this fact to other people, that, like, all of the weird things that are going on in my realm of exposure are a result of people in their rooms thinking things, trying to project things, like weird ideas, like, and like, because of the nature of the technology, because it's like souls and feelings and thoughts, it's very odd, because most people aren't able to, like, monitor other people's thoughts. They're only able to monitor their physical presentations, and so, like, people are like, oh man, I feel like he's not being genuine. I get this feeling that Greg is, like, he's hiding something, and all that's happening is that there's some guy in a room in my environment going, ah, I have a memory. Like he's method acting, or they're method acting, and they're going, I have a memory of like Greg doing something and like not telling people about it and stuff. And and so like yeah, and now they're trying to make me feel like I've experienced this before. Woo, right? Which would freak people out normally. Like, oh no, it's like because existence is like a loop and stuff. But I say that's trash, and it's not. A lot of people think that like time is a loop, an infinite loop or something. But what it is an eternal linear continuity. It goes forward forever. It does not go around back. It's not like we're all gonna be destroyed by the sun and like we're all gonna be trilobites again. That's not gonna happen. Why? Because there are infinite mirror worlds. This is another screenplay I've written based on my life. It's called High Score, in which my character goes to his girlfriend's house, and he's trying to keep this secret, right? He's trying to like not tell his girlfriend that he's solved the puzzle of existence. But the thing is that he has, and he can't keep it a secret. His girlfriend can detect that he's like not really giving his full self to their makeout session, right? And so like she's like, no way, you did not solve the puzzle of existence. And my character's like, yes, I kind of did. Yes, I actually, no, I didn't kind of do it. I actually did it. It's very odd. And she's like, all right, let's hear it, right? After some like very after some very, I don't want these cops to see that I have these weird lights on in the car, but like after some very like very subtle or very like meticulously planned considerations, she actually humors him, and she's like, all right, let's hear it. Let's hear what your ultimate puzzle answer is. And it ultimately essentially breaks down to this. I said ultimately, but was thinking essentially, and then I said essentially, and so the peanut gallery is a little, they're going nuts over there. They're going, Greg, you were gonna say one thing, you said another. And it's like, don't worry, guys, they're getting it, like you all understand. I'm here. I know. Calm down. Stay in your rooms and pay attention to what's going on. Yeah, good. They're happy. So like, let's see. All right, so like, so essentially, my character says space is infinite, right? It goes on forever. We're not contained in anything, because if we were, then there'd have to be something outside of the thing we're contained in. So, the girlfriend, her name is Katie. She goes, right, okay, that makes sense. Space is infinite, right? It's like, yes, infinite in all directions. It goes on forever. And she's like, yeah, all right, continue. And so then he's like, all right, I gotta turn around. Ha ha ha. I'm actually working right now. So like, what happens is, he says, okay, since space is infinite, I feel like there has to be another planet out there with intelligent life on it. Somewhere out there in the infinite expanse of space. Give me a fucking break and let me in, Anyway. So like, so she's like, okay, yeah, if space is infinite, there most likely is another planet out there with intelligent life on it, considering all of the building blocks for this planet are out there in space, and given that space is infinite, somewhere else there might be another planet out there with intelligent life on it. And so my character's like, excellent. Now consider this. If there's one planet with intelligent life on it, that means there are infinite planets with intelligent life on it, because space is infinite. It keeps going and going and going, right? So given that, she's like, okay, right, I'm with you so far. Infinite other planets with intelligent life on it, but they're just too far away for us to get to them. Right, exactly. Now get this. He says, so what if these infinite mirror worlds all resemble Earth? Because I feel like Earth is the recipe for life, temperature-wise and size-wise, and everything that exists on this planet Earth is what exists on every planet in the universe. And she's like, okay. And he's like, which essentially means there would be infinite Gregs and infinite Katies out there. And she's like, it also means that every moment in history is always happening on some mirror world out there. And he's like, exactly, yes. They're giving me a hard time about, like, pointing to the camera and being like, yes, exactly. But anyway,